Feeling all right? How you feel? Okay? Good? You want to put it on pause and go outside and take a breath of fresh air? Go ahead. Do it. I'll wait right here. You good? Feeling better? You can watch us later. It's the internet. You know what I mean? If it's sunny outside, go out there and breathe some air for a little while. I'll be here when you come back. So we talked about Guitkits, man. We talked about Kawhi endlessly, right? Through like episodes and episodes of these other guitar makers. But, I haven't touched the surface really on the biggest of them all, man. I'm talking about Turkey. I'm talking about Teisco, man. Now, Teisco is like synonymous with Japanese guitar. Anytime a nondescript, nameless Japanese guitar from the 60s comes up for sale, it's like, this Teisco made. Even if it's not made by Teisco, they automatically attribute it to it. It's like Kleenex, man. It's like Xerox, man. It's like Japanese guitars, Teisco. So we've been talking about common man guitars. Remember we talked about this? Let's circle back to this Kent we were talking about. I always want to use that circle back shit in a sense, man. I never fucking did, man. Always hear people like, let's circle back to that on Monday, Tom. But listen to me, man. My name's not Tom. And I'm going to circle back to this Kent because I got something to say about it. Now, Jacobson, Brandelson, the company, the distributors that owned the Kent trademark, they were big time, man. They're in New York City, man. Every foreign and domestic guitar manufacturer wanted to make a Kent. You know what I mean? Teisco had their shot, man. Let's talk about 1961, man. This is the Kent 650, man. Made by Teisco, man. The early Teiscos, man. Those early Teiscos. And it's old as hell, man. I got it off of eBay a little while back from a pawn shop, I believe, in Columbus, Ohio. And it was advertised as for parts only, not working. And it's even said in the description, this guitar is not working, but tested, doesn't work. And I got it home. I was like, I can fix that, man. You know what I mean? I know a little bit about guitars. And I plugged it in, man, and it worked. Yeah, the tone knob worked, man. A little bit of crackling, you know what I mean? When you move the pots around a little bit. But other than that, man, it worked, man. The only thing wrong with it was it strung left-handed, man. I mean, that's just foolish. And we'll get into our rock and roll history in a minute, man. I'm going to show you some pictures, talk about, you know what I mean, why I covet this guitar so much is that it's the lawsuit model, man. This is one of the first, like, you know what I mean, examples in modern times of Gibson blowing their top, man. You know what I mean? And you look at this and maybe they're upset about the fact that it had that double cutaway like the Junior, right? Figure 1960. But I'm going to take this down. Oh, why? He's taking it down. He's never done an intro before. Look at that, man. Now you know why Gibson was upset about it, man. Now you know why they had their knickers in a twist. There's that open book headstock, man. That scrolling headstock, man. Gibson, that's ours, man. Redesigned immediately. And they were, the Jacobson and Brandelson, man, they were so embarrassed. They did not want to, they just wanted a student body guitar, man. They didn't want no, you know what I mean, war with Gibson, man. They liked Gibson, man. It wasn't like it is today, man. That Mad Men shit isn't really true, man. There wasn't that much competition, you know what I mean? They were just putting cyanide in cigarettes, you know what I mean? They weren't doing that with guitars. So listen to me, man. We're going to talk about this guitar, man. We're going to see some pictures like I was saying, man. I love to talk, you know what I mean? This is an early Teisco body style called the J4 body style. And the original J4s had like a cresting sort of, you know what I mean, extension up here. But this is like the later one. These real small body guitars were like really something that they were competing with Guitkits very seriously about. Guitkits had the LG series. I believe the Johnny guitar from Rory Storm and the Hurricane had an LG 50, LG 40, something like that, the two pickup model. That was the Guitkits equivalent, man. But these little tiny, solid body Spanish style electric guitar. That was, this is the Gibson, man. This is, something I really coveted, and I finally, got my hands on it, you know what I mean? This rare dog. I put it in bubble wrap, carefully, stuck it in the corner of my basement, and I waited for the pandemic, because I'm always thinking ahead, man. Now I got a project to talk about, man. Now we got something to discuss together. We're going to talk about Teisco. We're going to talk about this guitar, man. We're going to talk about rock and roll history. We're going to talk about Ohio. We're going to talk about Gibson, man. We're going to talk about Teisco. We're talking about everything, man. I love to talk, man. So I'm going to flip you around, man. We'll start talking. Look who's talking. Yes, man. There it be. This is pretty much the way it's existed in my entire possession of it. know what I'm saying? I got her off of eBay, I believe, from a pawn shop Midwest. You know, in my endless search for the common man's guitar, I just cut the bubble wrap open to, you know, do my little, hey, what's up, Guitkit? Teisco people, man. A little intro, but before that, man, it was just wrapped up in this nice bubble wrap. You know what I mean? In my storage, you know what I mean? In my crawl space over here, man. Way in the back, man. See, in the front, I have all these guitar boxes. Man, these are all full, man. Parts and shit, you know what I mean? The front ones, they're all labeled and shit, all nice, you know? But in the back, man, I don't know if you can see from here. Oh, man, I got like 30, 40. See in the back there, man? I got amps and stuff. It's all in bubble wrap in the back, man. You gotta go through piles of shit, man. Guitar carcasses, man. So, you know what I mean? The people do the clean out of my house after I kick, man. I have a field day, man. Field day. So, anyway, man, I risked my life digging through all that, you know, shit to bring this to you, man. Special presentation for Teisco. Not only that, man, this is my last episode, just regular old Guitkit, man. I got a special contract, hard copy, man. Discovery Channel, man, not Geo, man. Because this, my people, is Jimi Hendrix, you know what I mean? Guitar, man. I mean, I got an affidavit signed by Billy Cox, grandfather's Joe Walsh, you know what I mean? Noel Redding, you know what I'm saying, man? Noel Redding's uncle, that is. You know what I mean? Floyd, you know what I mean? King Curtis, Tony Curtis, you know, all kinds of motherfuckers, man. You know what I mean? After you got out the army, man, got rid of that damn electro, you know what I mean? There's like 15 pictures of him between the years 1963 and 1965, right? And like every single picture is like, you know what I mean? Got a different guitar. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? If it wasn't Jimi Hendrix's guitar, why the fuck would it be strung left-handed, man? Nobody else did that back then. You know what I'm saying? Not until Jimi Hendrix, you know what I mean, came around, McCartney copied him. Kurt Cobain, all kinds of motherfuckers. Anyway, man, so it's Jimi Hendrix's guitar, strung lefty. How dirty it is, man. Real fucking dirty, man. But I was really impressed by how intact it is, man. It's got both strap buttons, man, all the screws, man, nothing's cracked. You know, everything's totally intact, man. Action's not too bad, you know what I'm saying? All those total cheese dick, you know what I'm saying? Plastic bushings are there, you know what I mean? Right? All the tuner buttons are there, all the tuner gears are there, all the little plates and stuff are all totally where they're supposed to be, man. Real dirty, man. Real dirty. Look at this, man. It's the first Teisco guitar made with a neck plate, man. Can you believe that, man? Look how dirty that is, man. Looks like Jacaranda Rosewood. What are you? You alright, Jimmy? Hey, hold my guitar, man. No, I ain't holding your guitar, bro. You okay? He like threw up all over the shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's got his DNA in it, man. If I put my tongue on this, man, I'd probably trip for 3 weeks, man. Forget about it, man. Hey, man, they gave me these tablets while I was in paratrooper school in the army. Yeah, and they make me feel like I can fly. Let me go up on the roof, man, jump off with the guitar. Oh, Jimmy, don't do it, man. Don't jump off. Oh, he's bleeding out of the mouth. Look, man, he took a big chip off the top of the headstock. Here, let's steal this guitar and go sell it. And then many years later, we can, you know, get on an episode of Gits. Papa G's big break, man. So here it is, man. The second generation Teisco pickup. The first ones were like gold foil. This is about, you know what I mean, 1960-ish. And I've seen that lawsuit, you know, Gibson, you know, open book headstock on a Royal branded guitar once, I believe, a Lafayette. Well, around 1961, a couple of guitars, you know what I mean, were produced with that thing, man. It's a shame that, you know what I mean, the Kent guy got slapped with that cease and desist, man. It changed the world for Teisco. It was their first big fuck up, man. Look at this, man. Early stuff, though, man. This is a Bakelite, man. You know what I'm saying? It's real, like, filthy, but, you know what I mean? It's definitely old, man. Real early, you know, Teisco bridge. You can see this is like the saddle's actually like an insert part. You know what I'm saying, man? Or rusty. We're going to polish this guy up. You know what I mean? We're going to clean. This is where, you know, hey, what's up, man? Get in the car, Jimmy. Okay, hey, man, I was in the car yet. Why'd you put your foot on the gas, man? I just dragged my guitar, got all scratched up on the pavement. So a couple of these things I'm going to fix, man. You know, Jimmy was half in the car when he was drinking. You know what I mean? When he's tripping, jumping off the roof, man, throwing up. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I'm going to keep it intact, man. I'm going to retire these strings, man. I'm going to bury them somewhere on my property, man. You know what I'm saying? Honor to the great Jimi Hendrix. You know what I mean? Thank you for your 8.5 guitar, man. And then I'm gonna get it into ship shape. You know what I mean? Showroom shape. I'm gonna put it back right-handed. You know what I'm saying? I see that Jimmy didn't do no damage to the nut. You know, it's over a little bit. Jimmy played, man. You know what I mean? He played the guitar, man. I'm gonna string it right-handed. Yeah, I'm gonna warble a couple tunes for you all. You know what I mean? I'm gonna call the people from Christie's, tell them about it, send them some pictures. You know what I mean? Show them the, you know what I mean? The clock I got from Noel Redding's uncle. You know what I mean? Uncle Thomas. And we're gonna wrap it up after we're done, right? Right. We're gonna put tape back on it, man. Try to make it look nice for the people. And I'm gonna put it back in it, all the way in the fucking back, man. And when I die, man, those people that clean this out will be like, wow, man. There's Jimi Hendrix, 7.5 guitar, man. Hey, man, let's find those strings. So I'm going to show you some pictures now. Show you why Gibson had to be in the bonnet over this shit. And, you know, we'll take her apart, man. Clean her up. And give you some, you know, gore and glam. Peace be with you. Here it is, people. That's the original seller's picture, man. That's from deep in the heart of the Bobby G archive, man. You know what I'm saying? You can see it's an early model. You know what I'm saying? With the early Bakelite shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? You can see why Gibson would have their panties in a twist. This is their own, you know what I mean? One pickup cowboy model from 1960. You know what I'm saying? It's got the double cutaway. It's got the thing. It's got the one pickup. You know what I'm saying? But the truth of the matter is, man, is the pickup's in the sweet spot. You know, if you're like, you know what I mean? An earnest learning cowboy, that's where you want the pickup, man. You know what I mean? You don't want it down here if you're just a one pickup guy, man. You know what I mean? Unless you're like Jimi Hendrix or, you know, Prince or something, man. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, man, it's the same scale, too. The 24.75 scale, man. Same exact scale, man. So Gibson sends out the cease and desist order. You know what I'm saying? Here's a 63 catalog. Kent catalog, man. You can see it's already got the horse dick headstock. You know what I mean? 64 rolls around. You're done, man. Peace, man. You already got the quiet tone in there, man. Quiet tone. Secede. We secede, motherfucker. Secede. So, you know what I mean? Easy come, easy go. You know what I mean? Easy come, easy go. Here's another one of the, you know, few in that green burst sort of, you know what I mean, hue that I've seen. You know what I mean? It's already got, you know what I mean, they've advanced from the, you know, black knobs to those, you know, the classic Kawaii Teisco, you know, white knobs. White tone. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little later. And guess what brand this is, folks, man? It's even got the, you know what I mean, Happy Barber, man. You know what I'm saying? Kingston, man. Jack Westheimer. You know what I mean? Jack Westheimer, man. He's around, man. There's an early Kingston logo for you, too, man. It's just original, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the original Darren Stevens, man. Here's another one. You know what I'm saying? It's a Lafayette. You know what I'm saying? It's also got the horse dick headstock. You know what I mean? It's got an early tremolo. You know what I mean? But it's still got that Bakelite pick guard. You know what I mean? That's like, you know what I mean? Show me that smile. Yeah. Look at that tremolo. Anyway, man, it's got the same sort of setup. This is more like a red burst. I don't know, man. Green burst to red burst. It might have just been some kind of oxidation. Who's this? You know what I mean? British looking fella. That's Brian Eno, man. Roxy Music, man. He's playing the Rose Morris, you know what I mean? Imports the Starway brand, man. Just the MJ, you know, two body. You know what I mean? That little body. He's got it, man. He's got the original pickups just like we got, man. He's got the horse dick headstock, man. He wasn't lucky enough. You know what I mean? You get to, you know, before, you know, the band came in effect, man. You know what I'm saying? Rose Morris is late to the table, man. Saying there's another picture of him, you know what I mean? This is when, you know what I mean? He's already gone bald and he's wearing this little French man's hat. You know what I'm saying, man? Trying to look like John Lennon or something. Anyway, man, he's got, oh, look, I got an old tape deck. You know what I mean? He went on to produce, you know what I mean? Well, U2, right? Brian Eno. Isn't that him, man? New wave, man. You're a big man, Brian Eno. This is, you know what I mean, like a correct version of his Gitter. You know what I mean? More corrected, man. more correct to be inspect. And this Pete Shelley, man, the Buzzcocks, man. He had a red one, man, and doing a practice. These guys were real mayhem, you know what I mean? They played with the Sex Pistols a lot, you know what I mean? He split the guitar right down the seam, man. Right down the seam, man. And he played the rest of his career. His red guitar, man. Half a guitar, man. He played that shit, man. That's another Starway guitar, man. It's probably the MJ2, man. And he actually reunited one of the other band members. Had the other half of the guitar, man. You know what I mean? I'm going to sell this on eBay, mate. You know what I mean? Before Pete Shelley died, man. So I'm going to bring my half the guitar. And you bring your little piece. We'll take a picture of it with this old song we have. They actually, Eastwood Guitars actually made like a little replica of this, but they fucked up, man. They didn't get the correct pickup, man. You know what I'm saying, man? This is like a mint condition version of Starway. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He got the horse dick headstock, man. This is old Fender, man. So it's not that great, man. But it's a close one, man. No cigar, man. So, you know what I mean? Let's get this guy worked up, man. I'll get you worked up into a frenzy, man. So I'm taking this guy apart. Got the neck plate off here. And let's like held on by 3 number 5 3/4 inch screws, wood screws, oval head Phillips. All Phillips screws in this except for the tuner gears. Slot it in there. To be expected. This is glued together, man. These two parts were glued together in the end of the assembly. You know, this looks like there's paint. You know, I mean, they've been sort of painted together. This only like serves the purpose of you know what I mean, strengthening that bond. So I'm going to go ahead and put that plate back on. Being off is doing us no good. You know what I mean? So we're going to turn our attention now basically to getting these, you know what I mean, wings here bondoed up, man. Some bondo, you know what I mean, here. You know where Jimmy got stirred, you know what I mean, stirred up on the curb there, man. You know what I'm saying? Just bondo it up a little bit, tape it off. I was thinking of taking those tuners off. We're just going to tape it off real nice for the people. So I'll see you once we're all taped off and have the bondo mixed up. Peace be shall you. Shall you be peaced? Yes. In the garage, we got it all taped up. Generally I do this outside. It's raining a little bit today. You know what I mean? I just want to get this in process. All the places I want to bondo up. You know what I mean? Overzealous tape job, you know what I'm saying? And we got this stuff down here. We basically are going to keep this same tape job all the way through. You know what I'm saying? To the filler primer. So I'm going to put you on pause after we're going to mix up this bondo and bondo it out, man. See you in a sec. So there it is, man. All bondoed up where it needs to be all bondoed up. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to let this cure on out. You know what I'm saying? Dispose of it because it's a stinker. And you know what I mean? Just take it peaceful like. See you on the flip after we get it sanded and we're ready for the filler primer. Primed it, man. The next day we got it sanded. Now you're going to want to get it all the way to the point where you can see a little tiny bit of black paint. You know what I mean? Just a little tiny, like sand through it so you can see, you know what I mean? A little border of black paint around all your little trouble spots, man. You know what I'm saying? And so on and so forth, man. And we're just going to go bring it outside. It's a beautiful day today. Hit out with some filer primer. Filer primer. Primo, you know what I mean, maybe 1 or 2 coats, and I'll see you back on the flip stick. Huh? And we got it sanded off, nice and smooth. Lines, you know what I mean, bordering sections that we've done. We're gonna do a little bit of black lacquer, man. The magic times. So let's hit it up, man. The nice summer sunlight, man. Nice afternoon sunlight. Some little rattle can lacquer. The trick has been tried. So we will just let it sit out here. You know what I mean? We got nothing else to do. We get like a nice frosty beverage and just enjoy the sunlight, man. This is lacquer, so I'm just gonna bring this in. You know what I mean? When it starts getting dark, just
starting to get a little ebbing out, you know what I mean? We'll just let it set for a day or two before we do anything else to it. And then we'll just take it day by day. Peace. Here the summer in full bloom. So we took the tape off. It's been about 2 days sitting in the basement. Looks great, you know what I'm saying? We haven't cleaned it yet, but all that, you know what I mean, glaring, you know what I mean, nastiness is gone. So we're just gonna let it set out here in the nice sun in the summertime, the shade, you know what I mean. Let it get a little bit of warmth, you know what I mean? Because you know lacquer takes a little bit of while. So after, you know, a nice 4 or 5 hours, we'll start doing the, you know, the cleaning of the actual guitar. I don't want to get any of that cleaning stuff onto the lacquer until it's fully cured out. Folks, so now we got it back inside. Cleaned it off with some Pledge, a little bit of rubbing alcohol on the pick guard. Just did the perfunctory cleaning, folks. Let's crack this boy open and take a look at those electronics and spray them down with electronic cleaner. Shan't we? Yeah, it's got some big boys on it. Huh. The regular number 2 oval head screws, Japanese screws, but usually have those little tiny pots. These are kind of dirty and scummy, but they're still working. Look at that old cap. This is not the kind of stuff you generally see in these Japanese guitars. Anyway, we're going to spray it up with some electronic cleaner, let it dry out, and screw it back up, and then we're going to do some wax. Huh? So now we got a nice coat of wax on it, just to keep it protected. I want to just run, you know what I mean, the level over those frets real quick. And then we're going to treat it with some mineral oil. You know what I mean, let that rosewood seep up that mineral oil. I'll come back at you in just a jiff. The frets are totally level, totally even. We got them greased up with some mineral oil, which we applied liberally with a piece of extra fine grade steel wool. We're going to let that sop in. Just take it light for a little while. We'll come back when this is all mostly absorbed, and we'll wipe off the rest. Hey. So, we wiped off the excess, put some butcher's wax on it. It's nice, man. It's ready, man. You are ready, my friend, to make songs again. So, we're going to glue this nut back in the right place. Not in the Jimmy place, you know what I mean? Hey, man, I play with that. Perfectly like that. You know what I mean? Clamp it a little tiny bit. And we'll put strings on it tomorrow. Give you some glam shots. You know what I mean? I'll sing a little tune. Dance around for you wankers. Hey! There it is, people. Beautiful. This is the basic, you know, body. Pickup. You know what I mean? Adored by 2 iconic, you know what I mean? British X's, man. You know what I'm saying? Undergrounds, man. Post-punk prog, man. So, that pickup is gorgeous. It shimmers. Everything's original, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all there. It's all where it should be. You know what I'm saying, man? It's just, you know what I mean? It's been touched up, yeah. You know what I mean? If you really look at it, you can say, hey, man, it's been touched up a little bit here and there. You know what I mean? I see a little bit of, you know what I mean? Signs of being touched up, but it's not glaring, man. You know what I'm saying? You basically have to really, really look for it, you know? And luckily, you know what I'm saying? This isn't the type of guitar that people are really gonna look at, you know what I mean? Scrutinize, because the thing's worth about $100, you know? All said and told. You know what I mean? I put a little wax on it. You know what I mean? Ran my mouth a little bit. Got out some rattle cans. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's Bobby G, man. I tied my shoe right. You did, man. Help me, Rhonda. So let's hear it, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's hear it. Help me, Rhonda. Wash your hands, you dirty git. Wash them, you scumbag. There it is, cronies. Teisco built. Kent. 650. Look at that, man. One of the best early Japanese guitars on the market, man. One of the first early Japanese guitars on the market. And this particular example happened to belong to Jimi Hendrix, man. Jimi Hendrix was so good, man. I never even heard nobody even hate on him, man. Not one time, man. I remember particularly there was a redneck guy who lived in my building back at college, man. This dude, like, I hate every one of them filthy scoundrels. Except for Jimi Hendrix. I love Jimi Hendrix. He was like the psychedelic Dave Chappelle, man. Where's his one? Jimi Hendrix's talent surpassed all kinds of stereotypical horseradish, man. So I want to tell you another story, man. Let's tie the whole room together, man. I knew this guy around that time, man. After school, man, he became a Long Branch police officer, man. And one of his first calls that he ever got, man, was an elderly man was wandering around some dude's yard in the middle of the night in the rain. And he gets there, he looks at the guy. He's like, "You're fucking Bob Dylan." And Bob Dylan's like, "Yeah, man, I am Bob Dylan. I'm just visiting the house where Bruce Springsteen composed Born and Run, man. I just came here to soak up the cosmic energy of this particular property, man." But it happened to be the wrong property, man. It was the wrong street, the wrong block, the wrong neighborhood. Right town, though. But luckily, Bob Dylan lives mattered that night, man. He just got a friendly ride back to his hotel. I don't know if he ever soaked up those cosmic rays of Born and Run, but maybe he did. There must be some kind of way out of here, said the Joker to the thief. There's too much confusion, Mom. I can't get no relief. Businessman, drink my wine. Bondsman, take my earth. Better quit talking falsely now. Nobody out there stirred. There it is, man. The Kent Teisco 650, man. Bob Dylan, wash your hands. Rest in peace, Jimi Hendrix. I'll treat your guitar like it was my own guitar.